Hello, everybody.
Well, today's live stream is going to be a bit different than the normal because I might be getting evacuated from my home soon and I need distraction from you lovely people. So, yay.
More of the world being literally on fire.
Yeah, so Oregon, the last, 10-ish years has been like horrible with wildfires. Like we've been getting them every year. And they've never been so close to me before, but there's currently one on the coast pushing on my family towards me, and then one about 30 minutes east of me pushing me towards the coast, so we're kind of getting smushed in the middle.
Oh, that's all kinds of fun.
Yeah, and then there's also massive wildfires in Northern California and massive wildfires in Washington, so where am I supposed to go?
Yeah, I saw that Amber actually posted something on her author page that she's got no power because there are wildfires close.
Yeah, and again, where is she supposed to go? Because she's in between the wildfire. I'm pretty sure she's in between the wildfires and the coast in Washington. So I sure hope that she didn't have to go to work today because the air quality is shit right now.
Hmm.
So you know, you know how it be. But if you notice this yellow glow, it's not as bad on camera as it actually is in real life. But it's glowing yellow because there's so much smoke in the air that the sun is trying to shine through that it's everything is like a yellow orange color. It looks like straight up looks like a zombie apocalypse movie outside.
That's. I'm sorry.
So yeah, it's
I was
not fun.
complaining about like 100% humidity here this morning, and I feel a little bad about that now.
Well, the smoke started happening last night because it was getting blown over by the wind. And so, like, I had to freaking be melting last night because I had to close my window because the smoke was coming inside. And then I woke up this morning and everything was yellowy orange outside. I'm like, holy shit. It's so scary.
2020 is full dystopia now.
The laptop and the series Bible have been placed into the bag.
Yeah, but we started 2020 with fires. Not here, but in Australia. So 2020 is just trying to repeat its playlist.
Well,
You know what? It's probably the apocalypse. We're probably all gonna die soon.
I used to
Okay.
think that like there was fire everywhere at some point for 2020. Like the world has never stopped being on fire.
Yeah, so it's also super super windy outside, and like that's why Jordan had to go to work because they get their delivery the night before Jordan goes in at 5 a.m. to go put it all away. And so last night they got their delivery, and the delivery driver did not secure the door properly, so the wind just blew it right open.
Oh,
And that's
okay.
why he had to go in because the alarm went off because the door got blown open. Oh, and then on his way home from his store, somebody dropped a cigarette on this little garden patch thing that was like a tree, and then it was like bark dust stuff on the ground. They dropped a cigarette, lit the bark dust on fire, and then lit the tree on fire. And it was like right next to the convenience store that we go to all the time. And the convenience store almost caught on fire, and so he was like driving by like right when it was like had just started, and he called 911 and stuff. And he took a video so I could see the fire because it was like, it got from like just a little bit to like 3 feet high in like less than a minute.
Oh, people are assholes.
Yeah, so. Luckily, that one was just a small fire that got put out quickly. Like the fire department came and sprayed it out. But these forest fires are definitely not so easily put out. Which is why proper forest maintenance, i.e., controlled burns and regularly logging and replanting, etc., are really good to prevent wildfires and maintain forest health. Make sure you do those things, government. Man, it's people try to say that controlled burns are bad for the environment, but the Oregon government is not doing controlled burns right now because they're like, oh, it's bad for the environment to have the smoke in the air. It's only the government lands that are running rampant with wildfires. Privately owned land that's properly maintained is not running rampant with wildfires. And when it does catch on fire, it's easy to put out because it doesn't have a bunch of extra fuel that's should be not there.
Yeah.
It's a hot mess. Very hot.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, here, I'll show the picture that I sent to Jace of where the wildfire is compared to me. So, come on.
Genre reveal parties. I have
So
never heard that, but I like that.
The purple circle is about where the wildfire is, and I'm where all those blue dots are in Salem.
Yep.
Come on. It's like glossy. Hold on. Nope, that's not going to work. There, that's better. But yeah, so the purple circle, and then Salem, just basically this town that's like right on the edge of the purple circle. That's where I am, versus where the wildfire is. Controlled. Yeah, so
well, gender reveal parties are kind of getting frowned upon now,
I still think they're fun.
but I really like the idea of genre reveal parties.
I heard that gender reveal parties are like a new repackaged baby shower that men don't feel gross about going to.
Yeah, it's more co-ed.
Baby showers get gross.
Do they?
Yeah. Baby showers get gross.
Yeah, so my baby shower, my mom and my sister planned it, and it was co-ed, so Jordan could go to it too. So, like, all of my female friends that came also brought, like, their boyfriends and stuff. And we just, like, it was at a pizza place, we ate pizza, and then everybody gave us a bunch of baby presents, and we played some baby games.
It's the baby games that are too weird.
So, the baby games we played were, my mom and sister made baby Mad Libs, and people had to fill those out. That was one, and then there was like some riddles and like just different stuff like that. It was nice.
You go to the baby shower, and they say that you're going to play baby games, and the people who set it up don't realize that it's games about babies, so they just play peekaboo with everyone for like 3 hours.
That's preferable to some of the ones I've seen. Like, I talked my mom out of this one, but there are ones where you put melted candy bars in diapers.
Mm-hmm.
We're supposed to guess what the candy bar is.
Oh goodness, yeah, we didn't do that. They had to cut a couple of their games because Noelle was born early, so there was a couple of games where it was like they were gonna wrap toilet paper around my belly, and people had to guess how many sections of the toilet paper it was, and would win a prize and that kind of stuff. And but they had to cut those types of games out because she was born early and I wasn't pregnant anymore.
Yeah, mine was in the local library, which is where I worked for like 4 years, so it worked out really well. But it was just fun, and there were minimal games, which is the games some people at the ones I've been to play are just why.
See, I don't understand people tossing their cigarette butts places where they don't belong because I have always put my cigarettes out and put them in the garbage.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I've ever thrown them just on the ground. And even like when I was in the army, they had designated areas where people could go smoke, and they had like smoke poles out there. So it was like an ashtray thing that you had to put your cigarette on the top and then stuck it in, and it was this long tube, and then they would come empty them out at the end of the week. So,
Yeah,
And
those
also,
are
hi, Jenny.
oh yes, hi Jenny.
But
yeah, those
yeah,
are rare around here, but I do also just see people like flick them out the window.
That's ridiculous, man.
cars have ashtrays in them.
Not all the cars.
True, but
My
A
sisters
lot of older cars
and
do.
my dad's don't have ass.
Most older cars do. Okay.
but
I'm
still,
gonna
if
do
you're
a
gonna
sprint
smoke in
really
your car, you
quick.
should probably have something to at least extinguish it on. Because I used to go to work when it was still dark, actually for all my jobs, and I would drive behind people, and I would just see fire going out their window
I'm gonna get a
I
daily.
sprint
think
going
people
so
don't
I
take
can
it as
go
seriously in Michigan because in Michigan you're never more than 2 miles away from like a fresh water source. Like I don't think Michigan gets wildfires
No,
because we're fucking swamp.
true.
Come on, computer, do what I want you to do. Okay, I need to go downstairs and make sure Noelle's not destroying my living room and hurting herself because she's been down there by herself for like 20 minutes.
And she's quiet.
Actually, maybe like 30 minutes. So, all right, are we ready for a sprint?
Yes.
Yes.
3, 2, 1, go.
Hello.
First timer fished. Yay.
That was surprising.
I keep checking the county website to make sure that I'm not missing any alerts. So, but I do have an updated area of where the fire is. Nope, that's not the button I wanted. Okay, so the current evacuation notice for my area extends through the Cascade Highway, which it goes all down right here. The evacuation starts here and comes around through here and all down through here, and I live right here. And the fire is about here right now. So, yeah.
Do they give instructions? Oh, is that an alert?
Sorry, my phone's going off. So the evacuation notice that's in place over in that area is or a level 3, which is just go, and it says do not attempt to collect any personal property, just leave and go to wherever they have set up and like different high schools and stuff for evacuees to go to, and go to your closest one and just go. Leave all your stuff, just go. And so that evacuation notice that is about a 30-minute drive away from me is a level 3. So
Stressful.
yeah.
They should let.
And I called Jordan to see what kind of stuff he wanted, and he's like, don't worry about getting like anything like crazy, just get stuff that is going to be harder to replace. So that's what I'm trying to do. Because we have really, really good renter's insurance and valuable personal property insurance through USAA. So, like, all of our stuff that can be replaced, I'm not worried about because we can replace it. But, like, I have a drawer that's full of all of our important papers, like birth certificates and that kind of stuff, that I can just grab that whole drawer and just put it in the car when we leave, if we have to leave, that kind of stuff. So he's like, get small electronics, but like obviously don't worry about grabbing the PlayStation or their TVs or anything. I'm like, okay.
The sentimental things.
Yeah.
And you can re-download all the Sims packs, so.
Yeah. So I just grabbed my laptop, and then I'm gonna grab my tablet and my Kindle because they're small, and then my Bible because like I need me some Jesus in a time of crisis. So yeah, he's not freaking out as much as I am.
Is he just compartmentalizing it better because he's not there and can't do anything?
Maybe, because he's at work, and when I called him just now, and he was like, well, I'm going to be getting off early today. I'm going to come home at 2 because they're coming in to do the floors at 9 p.m. and I have to be here. And I'm like, you're thinking about the floors right now?
They're not coming to do the floors if there's no one in the city.
Yeah. So he's just like being normal and like, hey, life is still happening. And I'm over here like, oh my god, the world's ending. Okay, we did have some more people join us. So, you know what? I don't think we ever said hi to anybody in the first place.
I've been saying hi to people.
I haven't. I apologize. Devin and Yaza and Spence is there, but now she's on screen too. And Heather and Jenny were all here right at the beginning, and I didn't say hi to you, so hello. Then during the sprint, we had Orla join, and Jeannie join, and Mary C joined, and Tiny Scribe joined.
And Sage.
Okay. And Sage. And I think that's all the new people too. Thank you for everybody for being here and helping to distract my worried brain.
Yes, you need company.
Oh, and Bonnie Phillips is here too.
so.
They must have the fire at least somewhat contained to not have put out at least a level 1 for my area by now.
Mm-hmm. Maybe they'll have it in check.
I hope so. Because it's been spreading from like way east. The only reason why it was able to spread this way so fast is because the really, really high winds. And like that's what brought a lot of the smoke out here last night. Like mid afternoon, it got really smoky outside. Was high winds, and then all of a sudden this morning, it's like, oh my god, everybody, the fire's almost reached us.
Dun dun dun.
Orla, what is happening is that I might be getting evacuated soon because of wildfires. Have to hop out again because sleep is a thing that is necessary. Take care of yourselves. Oh, thank you. And get good sleep. So, what did everybody do during that sprint? I went, checked on Noelle. She's not being a terror. She actually is curled up on the armchair watching cartoons like a good little child.
Ooh, yay! Good child is nice to have around.
Yeah, I went down there to look,
Child is not
and there's no
here.
new messes. And she was curled up on the chair with a blanket watching cartoons. So I'm like, oh, thank God.
Yeah, I was watching something when you told me we were going to start early, so I've been watching that during sprints. Well, I watched it during that sprint.
All the sprints that we've had.
All the one sprints.
So,
I started today out with like a stuttering anxiety attack, so I've just been like in bed, very slowly putting out a video and playing Breath of the Wild.
Okay. Yeah, I've actually taken today off because I have been editing or trying to edit, like forcing myself to edit every day since the 24th.
yeah, and I've been telling him he needs to take time off, and he's finally doing it. So,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, weekends are good.
So maybe when I get up tomorrow, I will have the mental strength to dive back in.
I hope so. Oh god, it's getting more and more orange outside.
But Jenny, I love your manifesto.
Let's see. The camera keeps color correcting it, but you can see kind of it's yellow. But it's like more of like a golden yellowy orange color outside. Working on manifesto started this morning and you stop and do actual work. Hey, do whatever fills your creative well.
Yeah, someone asked Jenny this morning, since they're from the LGBT community and a witch, if they were doing, if their gay agenda was trying to magically convert straight people into gays. So we've kind of been concocting a manifesto.
That's great.
My contribution was quiche and scones.
I keep looking at this map and seeing where their evacuation level 3 is in place, and I'm like, that's so close to my house.
And the reason why it's quiche and scones is nothing is gayer than brunch.
Unless you're a straight woman. Oh, jeez. So I opened up. So I'm in a Facebook group that's Salem Kaiser Crime because it's just people like reporting like, hey, my car was stolen by this person. Keep an eye out for them, kind of a group on Facebook.
Mm-hmm.
And I keep scrolling down and seeing like stolen cars and like damage to people's cars. Like this one has a smashed out window, and all sorts of stuff like that, and I'm like, why does the world suck?
I don't know. People are evil.
There's also a crusade in my area following the Epstein stuff of a militia forming in my state, in this county and in the next county over, of trying to hunt down and brutally murder anybody who's a registered sex offender.
Wow.
Yeah. I do not personally agree with that because, you know, the worst people are in prison and have done time. I don't think they deserve to be brutally murdered.
Right.
The Save the Children thing is really interesting for me because I have spent a lot of time studying witch hunts.
Mm-hmm.
Man,
People need to focus their efforts on the people who have escaped punishment from the law and not the people who have gone through their punishment from the law. Because if
True.
they're a registered sex offender, they've been through punishment from the law, and you should probably just leave them alone.
I'm like, stop listening to conspiracy theories. For the love of everything that is good and holy, just shut up.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry. Yeah. To interrage I feel with some of my
It's
family
really,
members is
yeah, it's really not safe. It's really not safe. Vigilante mob mentality sucks. So, we should talk about positive things. I keep bringing it down because I'm stressed. Also, I need to eat
so
something because I haven't eaten anything yet today.
that probably is contributing to the stress.
I fed Noelle when we woke up because she needed to eat, and then I was already stressing and started like getting up and packing clothes and stuff. So
I feel that.
I feel like I should go make some food of some sort.
That makes sense. I am so not helpful. See what happens when I don't edit? I don't word.
What are you watching, Devin?
Mob mentality about raising minimum wage.
What's Devin what?
What are you watching?
What am I watching?
Yeah.
I am watching it's the fourth playthrough of a Vampire the Masquerade game. Not playthrough, but session. So it's just people playing an RPG, but it's really fun.
See, one of my friends really wants to do a Vampire the Masquerade one shot, but he doesn't want to run it, and he doesn't want to buy the stuff for it. He just wants me to run Vampire the Masquerade for him. It's like, we barely have a handle on D&D.
Yeah, we're playing the one on Sako's channel on Saturday mornings, but it's just a lot of fun to watch.
I
found a
love
good example to show the
D&D
oranginess
content.
outside. That pillow right there is white.
Wow.
Wow.
That's the color that it is outside. Except for outside, it's a little bit darker. And it's super freaking windy too. Like, it looks like the trees are gonna fall over.
Oh, excellent. And I was getting nervous earlier because I heard tornado sirens.
Okay, alright. I think a sprint would be good so I can cook something and maybe other people can get some things done.
Get things done.
Yay.
Stuff and things and stuff.
Stuff and things.
Create and or consume content.
Yay. Alright. 3, 2, 1, go. Can you close the door? No, come in here. Come on here. Penguin.
Mommy's being a tiny bee. Mom. Bee.
Get some. Put the pizza down for a second. Put your arms through. There we go.
Pizza. Hot.
Yeah, it's hot. You gotta let it cool down. Would you stop? Just stick to a piece and eat it. Jesus.
Little piece. What do you
0.
Woo. So, Jace informed me that my microphone was not muted. I'm not sure for how long, so I apologize.
Sorry, I had the muted.
Yeah, I thought I had muted the microphone, and then Jace is like, "Your sound is not off." I'm like, "Wait, what?"
Yeah, you started talking when we came back. I was like, why can't I hear you? And then I realized I muted StreamYard.
Oh. Oops. Ha! I got Devin. The timer made Devin jump. Well, I heated up some pizza, and me and Noelle shared some pizza, and she keeps pointing out the window. Lello outside! Lello outside!
Oh,
Speaking of which, I'm gonna check the.
I got my video uploaded.
Woo! I got more of the video that I was watched. Because it is a 2-hour and 49-minute video.
I still don't have any evacuation notices for my area, so.
Good news for now.
Mm-hmm.
What is your panel, Heather? Or the, workshop?
Yes. Please inform us.
Although, if it's Saturday morning, that would exclude you.
Ooh, I hear the dump truck outside dumping the dumpsters. Every time I'm like, oh, they're taking out the garbage. Why is everybody acting like the world's not ending? And then I'm like, maybe they have it the right way. Maybe I should be acting like the world's ending. Noelle, stay in here. No, stay in here with Mama. Do you want to go play in your room? She wants to go to her room. I'll be right back.
Q&A on writing mechanics. See, I don't know what's going on for me Saturday morning.
I'm here to watch that.
I mean, I'd be down to participate, but I just don't know what I have going on. Because I don't know what time that workshop is going to be. And I don't know if Sako's game is going to happen this Saturday or if Sako is not going to be in it. Haha, Devin. You are muted, Meadow.
Of course I am. I made such a funny joke too. I said my husband's a mechanic. I think I have some good insight there.
Look at Devin's next comment.
That's why I made my joke. 8:30 to 9:30 Eastern.
8:30 to 9 Eastern.
Yeah, sorry, 8:30 to 9 Eastern, because that is very early in the morning for me.
Yeah. That's 5:30 in the morning for Meadow.
I mean, granted, I might actually still be awake at that point, but on the off chance that I do go to bed at a reasonable hour, that's early. Oh, thank you. I'm not going to let you drink a kickstart because you will be bouncing off the walls.
So you only get a half hour for your workshop?
That is an empty alcohol beverage can. Thank you. I need to clean my room.
Orla, do you know if we are playing this Saturday or if we have another week off?
I just got a text message that my order is almost here. You can send a message if you want it left at the door. I didn't order any food. So, what?
I think during the. Oh, wait. I didn't realize it was this early.
It's only 1:24. Well, my time. Sorry.
4:24.
Yeah, I don't know. I could try to be there, but that is 5:30 a.m. and I will barely be able to drag myself out of bed.
Yeah, I don't even bother if it's something that's during my normal sleeping hours. I'm just like, no, I can't be there. I will not be functional. I know myself.
What are regular sleeping hours?
I said my regular sleeping hours.
I know, but like that's a concept I'm not familiar with.
My regular sleeping hours are usually from about 4 a.m. to 10 a.m. and then I take a nap when Noelle takes a nap.
I wish my kid still took a nap.
I dread the day when she stops.
He is so much. He'll wake up at 6 in the morning and he won't stop talking until 10 o'clock at night. I don't even know if he's breathing. Love keeps coming now.
Noelle, come here, please. I don't want you making a mess. Ugh, I need to clean my room. I've got like trash and dirty dishes like everywhere in here.
Yeah, so I don't think you want any more people on your workshop, Heather, because that small amount of time is not going to let you get a word in edgewise if someone else is in there too.
Yeah, only 30 minutes seems like really short, especially if you want to have like a discussion with other people. Then, geez. Okay, so I looked it up, and one of the towns that's in the evacuation notice is only a 22-minute drive away. 12.8 miles from here.
Frightening.
Oh no, the Oregon Garden is in the evacuation area.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a huge, massive, like, state-run like garden place that is for used for teaching and also like a wildlife reserve and whatnot. Okay, stop stressing. Stop stressing.
Activate internal whining.
Jenny has to hope out. I assume she meant hop out. Hope you all have a great night. Jace, I will send you a copy of the manifesto when I get it finished at some point.
It will be awesome.
Have a good evening, Jenny. Oh, thank you. When the sharpest words wanna cut me down.
Damn it, man.
I'm sorry.
Wait.
Liz made me watch that movie with her the other day.
I love that movie.
I think it's not as good as people say it is.
I
It's
think
not
the
for
movie
me.
is better than the movie.
Yeah.
What's better than the movie?
The music.
Yes, the music is much better. The music is amazing.
Yeah, I just didn't like it as much as I had so many people telling me that I would. It's just not my taste.
It's trying way too hard to be better than the content is.
Yeah, and plus the fact that P.T. Barnum in real life was a raging asshole.
Yes, that is true.
And in the movie,
They
they're like,
stri-
they made him like into a good guy, and I'm like, but he really wasn't though. He really wasn't a good guy, though.
Oh no, it's definitely not a factual story by any stretch of the imagination.
We are talking about The Greatest Showman. Plus, I'm gonna say it, I don't think that Hugh Jackman is as good a singer as everybody says he is either. His voice annoys me.
Does it?
He's like nasally. And that's one thing that just, no matter who's singing, no matter how much their vocal, like, quality is, other than that, I just can't get past it because it annoys the shit out of me.
The only one of the songs I like of Hugh Jackman's in that movie is the From Now On, and that's because I like the dancing.
I like the Rewrite the Stars one with Zendaya
That's
and
my
Zac
favorite.
Efron. Okay, so we were watching the movie and I hadn't seen it in a long time and I guess I didn't really pay that much attention to it when the first time I watched it. And he started singing, Zac Efron started singing, and I was like, man, he can go a lot higher than I thought. Like his vocal range is pretty good. Noelle, what are you doing?
You know what really cracked me up when that movie came out? People were like, I didn't know Zac Efron could sing. I'm like, excuse me?
He's been in 4 other musicals before that movie came out.
How have you not seen Hairspray?
He didn't sing in the first High School Musical movie, but he sang in the second and the third one, and he was in Hairspray.
Mm-hmm.
And Hairspray is a perfect musical.
Like, see, I didn't know that Hugh Jackman can sing until I watched Les Mis, but honestly, Les Mis was underwhelming.
Yeah.
I don't think that they should have made all the actors sing live because it was not the right choice.
It was not. At the very least, let Anne Hathaway stand up.
Yeah, so I think Anne Hathaway is actually a good singer, and when you hear some of her practice sessions, she sounds really good, but she's standing and has the proper room to expand her diaphragm and breathe properly. And
she's like held over like this, and it's like, no, you can't breathe when you're like doing yoga. You can't sing when you're doing yoga.
Unless you specifically practice in that position every time you sing. Don't make them sing that way when they're doing the take because they're not going to sound good. Plus, it was honestly quite dangerous how much they made them sing on a daily basis because they would be out shooting for like 10 hours a day, singing live every single time. And there's a reason why major Broadway stars don't sing that much. They, like, when they're in a show, they only sing during the show and they don't sing for the entire rest of their time. Because, damage to vocal cords is usually irreversible.
Voices were made, but they were not good ones.
Noelle! Okay, hold on a second. She's getting into some pens. I'll be right back.
And singing for several hours straight is exhausting.
Yeah.
I know. I did that yesterday morning.
The average length of a Broadway show is about 3 hours maximum, give or take. Sometimes longer, sometimes shorter, but about 3 hours. That's about as much as you want to be singing all at once, especially strenuous songs from Les Mis. But they would make him do the song over and over and over again for like 10 hours in the day, and then like it's a miracle that nobody got permanent damage to their vocal cords after that movie.
It's funny. And hello, Chloe.
Oh, yes, hello. I saw the name pop up and then I said nothing. Hello.
And Chloe disagrees with you.
I respect your opinion. In my opinion, I don't like his voice, but you can like him if you want to.
I do like his voice.
His voice, like his actual singing ability is good. Like he does know what he's doing. It's just, for me, it's the nasal quality in his voice just annoys the shit out of me, and that's it for me. Like, I know that, like, It's not really something he can necessarily control. It's probably just the way his voice sounds, but it just annoys me.
Well, I mean, it's fair. Certain certain timbres of voices disagree with certain people's ears.
hmm I trained my voice not to be nasally because when I first started doing vocal training, because I wanted to be on Broadway, I was super nasally all the time. So I used to sing plugging my nose until I learned how to not breathe through my nose when I was singing. But unfortunately, when I stopped singing all the time, it started coming back, so I got to redo it.
I never got into like singing. Like I was in choir for like one semester in 8th grade, and I had apparently the worst choir teacher ever.
Oh,
Um,
fun.
like he was just a jerk, and he like ruined the fun of singing for me. Like,
Mm.
yeah,
My choir teacher used to bully me to the point where all the other people in choir like would come up to me and be like, "Are you okay?" Because she was kind of bitchy to you today. Yeah. She would like constantly like make comments like to me, only to me, like "quit slouching," and would yell at me or like just about every little thing. And honestly, I let her do it because I was desperate for approval of an authority figure, especially somebody who was the choir director at the school that I went to, because that was what I wanted to do with my life was theater and choir.
Makes sense. It's unfortunate, but it makes sense.
Yeah. So, you know.
Yeah, I was in choir. Let's see, 8th grade was the last year for my middle school, so the second semester of 8th grade, all through high school.
I was a
Because
band kid.
you were a band kid.
I still have my flute, I think.
My school didn't have a band because we were very, very small. Jordan was a band kid, though. He plays euphonium. Um, See, I wanted to be on Broadway. That was like my dream from like third grade. I was like, I want to be on Broadway. I want to be a big, famous singing, acting person. And so my mom got me in voice lessons, and I wish I had taken like dance lessons because I can't dance to save my life. But ooh.
Instrument.
I went to a school where I don't know if it's still like that, but I could find out because it's literally right 2 blocks away. Anyways, where there was a grant or a endowment, so that the amount of money that sports got, the arts programs got too. So we had a band, an orchestra, a choir, who were all different teachers, and then a separate art class with like the best art teachers ever.
So I went to a 1A school, which is like the smallest you can get. We had our school was preschool through 12th grade, and our we had about 600 students total for all of those grades. And we had one teacher per grade, and then when you get into high school, we had one teacher per subject. So, like we would have the math teacher that would teach all of the math to all of the students, English teacher, social studies teacher, and science teacher. And then we had one teacher that did all of the art and music and all that stuff. And then all of the coaches for sports were teachers that volunteered to coach.
Wow.
Yeah. But that being said, the guy who coaches the football team is really, really good coach, and they went to state almost every single year. And that same guy also coached high school softball, and they went to state almost every single year. So like, it wasn't a disadvantage to have the teachers volunteer to be coaches.
Yeah, I went to Ann Arbor public schools, so it's such an artistic town. We had all of the classes. We had multiple choirs of different levels with different teachers. I think we're going to get a flute performance.
Oh, definitely not. I just wanted to make sure I could make a noise without like destroying that over their headphones.
Hey, if you wanted to play, then we would not object.
I definitely don't have a song, but like I can make noise. Man, my fingers are dumb.
That is more noise and more of a pleasant sound that probably any of us could make.
See, it is hard to make an unpleasant sound with a flute. If you can make a sound, it's probably not that bad. If you can make a sound on a piccolo and make it pleasant, that's a trick. Like flutes, the problem most people have with the flute is just making noise in general. Like that is so hard for some people. Like most other people I know who play the flute can't whistle, and I can do both, and my husband can do neither.
So I had a brief romance that would never really got off the ground with the guy that played the flute in band at his school, and he tried to show me how to play, and I could not do it.
Yeah, it's a fucking trick. Like it's like whistling, but not.
I can kind of do like the horns that have like the mouth, like a euphonium mouthpiece. Like I can make noise in Jordan's euphonium, where you're buzzing your lips. But I have no training, so it takes a lot of effort. Like Jordan can do it no problem because he, trained to do it. But me, I'm like, and barely get a noise out.
Chloe, it's probably because you're like pushing too much air through too small of a nozzle. The pickle, there's so much higher. You're like versus like.
I am not mature enough for that explanation.
There is no such thing as maturity and
Spicy.
She's got a talkie and she's saying spicy.
Ooh. Is it yummy?
Is it yummy, Noelle? Do you like it?
I hear the crunch.
Every time she eats them, she cries and screams, but then she eats more. Like, look at her. She's like, I gotta get it out of my mouth. Is it spicy? Goodness gracious, child.
Yeah, we have a way of talking people into singing.
Yes, we convince all.
Because the more people that we have participating, the fewer songs we have to do.
Yeah. I mean, I like singing, but my voice does get tired, so.
On Sage's stream yesterday, we had 2 people besides us to do one song each.
I felt bad because I wanted to be there, and I got up on time and everything, but my internet was not working, and I was like, well, damn.
So Sage and I basically took turns for like 3 hours singing. And it's tiring.
Yeah.
Chloe, I want to respond to you, but I'm not saying that word out loud on the internet.
Boner.
My voice is my instrument, and then I play a little bit of a guitar, and that's it. And even that, the guitar skills, I'm not that great at. I did write a song, which I performed in my talent show my senior year, and I got 3rd place. So. She's coughing because it's spicy.
Mm-hmm.
So. But honestly, because I asked him, because I'm not totally proud of myself, but I was actually surprised that I didn't place higher. And I asked the judges why, and they said that if my guitar playing had been better, then I would have placed higher. And I was like, oh, you're right. My guitar playing's not that good. Because I had only learned how to, like, I got my guitar for Christmas and then the talent show was in March. And that was how long I had been learning how to play the guitar.
I tried to learn the bass guitar once, and I didn't like it.
I did take drum lessons for a while. If I had a drum set, I would practice a lot more, but I don't have drums. So. But when me and Jordan buy a house in the future, we want to have one room that's just for music. And so we've got 2 guitars, and he's got his banjo and his euphonium and then the violin. And then I want to get a drum set, and I'd love to get a piano or a keyboard if I can't afford a piano.
Keyboards were cool. I got my 6-year-old one for Christmas last year, and he loves it.
They're
But
nice.
it's just like one of the little success ones. Like he'll work his way up into a big people one. Once he learns to read, he gets to learn how to play whatever instrument he wants.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I had one for a while that my grandma bought for me. Well, she bought it for like all of the kids in my house, but nobody else played it. So I just took it into my room and I played it all the time.
Yeah, I only learned to sing, no instruments.
But I've always wanted to learn how to play the violin, which is why I bought one. So when Jordan was trying to find a place where he could afford to get a euphonium so he could start playing again, because he had never owned one when he played in high school, he rented it from the school. So he wanted to buy one so that he could get back into playing again. And we found a place that did rent to own. And we went in and they had violins there. And I was like, how much is it to get a violin? He's like, well, you can buy it outright for $5.50 or it's $25 a month for 24 months. And I was like, I'm getting it. And then I never learned how to play it. And I've had it for like I've had it for like 4 years now. And I still don't know how to play it. So
I want to learn how to play my flute again, but like I'm so like timid and quiet. I got kicked off of the percussion section during marching band one year because I just was not getting the drum loud enough. So I never practiced at home. I was a bad band kid. Never practiced at home, and because other people could hear it.
Right.
Mhm.
I didn't like practicing singing at home because my mom was very judgmental. And it's like, I get really bad stage fright, but I get worse stage fright. And what are you laughing about? I get worse stage fright in front of my mom because she's like, well, you could have done this better, or you could have done this differently, or like, it's like, just tell me I was good or not. Like, Jesus.
Yeah, I came for approval, not a critique.
Why are you laughing? She's the one making the chair spin. I think that's why she's laughing.
I'm so proud of herself.
You're such a dork, Noelle. Noelle, what color is it outside? What color is that?
My colors.
What is outside? What is it?
What's it?
You know what it is. Every time I ask her, like, what is
Yellow.
this? And, what is it?
What is it?
She just repeats the question instead of answering me.
Yellow.
There you go.
Hello.
Good job. Yellow. But every time I'm like, what's this? What is it? And then, even though she knows what it is, what is it? What is it? Oh, goodness.
Tree. Wow, tree.
Yeah, wow, trees.
Wow, tree.
Noelle, where's your nose? Where's your eyes? Where's your ears? No, yeah, there you go. Where's your hair? Where's your head? Where's your forehead? Where's your chin? There you go. Where's your cheeks? Where's your mouth? Where's your lips? Where's your hands? Where's your fingers? You're so smart. Where's your arms?
Look at her showing off.
Your arms. Where's your elbows? You don't know that one yet? Okay, she doesn't know that one yet. Where's your... Here, stand up. Where's your belly? Where's your boobies? Where's your legs? Where's your knees? Where's your foot? Where's your toes? Good job. You're such a smarty. When she was first learning her body parts, and I would say, "Where's your hand?" and she would go, and then I'd be, "Where's your fingers?" It's really cute. Also, the other day, I was joking around with Jordan, and I flipped him off, and she tried to copy me and went.
Trying to get a 6-year-old to not copy the swear words.
Well, okay, so that same day, earlier in the day, there was something on the stairs, like a mess on the stairs that I discovered, and I was like, "What the fuck is this?" And Noelle goes, "What the fuck is this?" And I'm like, "Oh my god!" Like I can't yell at her because she's just repeating what I said.
We have a rule that they're not swear words or bad words, they're grown-up words. They're words only grown-ups can use. So she thinks it's fun and clever to try to cheat it. Because I'm pretty sure he's a fucking fairy that got put in my house instead of a baby. But I got after him real bad yesterday, and I felt bad about it because I was in the kitchen making some bread, and I hear from the living room where he's watching Fortnite videos him go, "Oh shit!" So I'm like, "What did you say?" I said, "Oh shit!" I'm like, what is that, Mr. Talk with a list? Oh shit! You said "oh shit." No, I didn't. Like when the character like, "oh shit," and I'm like.
She was playing with toys in her room the other day, and I was walking past her door, and I heard bang. God damn it! I'm like, no! You don't say that stuff.
That's for grown-ups. You have to be 18 to get away with that.
Mm-hmm. She's drinking, and the straw is too long, so she's her head up in the air.
She's hamming it up because she knows she's on camera.
You're such a cutie. What is this? What is that?
What is that? No.
Yeah.
No.
Well, now that you guys got to see my kid being adorable, how about we do a sprint?
Okay.
Because we've only done 2. I want to at least do 3.
No.
That's my nostril that
What
you almost
is
stuck your finger up.
the nose.
Mm-hmm.
So I was
What is that?
when I was working in the hospital, we were at lunch in the cafeteria, really big cafeteria,
Nose.
and there was like a really hot guy that was walking by, and I pointed him out. And my friend that was sitting next to me, she leaned in to take a drink, and it went right up. The straw went right up her nose while the guy was watching.
That is hilarious. Yeah, she keeps pointing at my nose. Where's mommy's nose? Where's mommy's eyes?
Eyes.
What are these? What is this?
What is?
What is that?
Eyes.
No, but what does mommy wear? What is this?
Eyes.
She knows what they are. She's just not telling me. This morning, so Jordan had to get up for work early, so I went downstairs to lay with her until she woke up. And when she woke up, my glasses were sitting on the bed next to me, and she grabs them and goes, "Glasses, mommy, glasses!" and tried to put them on my face. So, she knows what they are. Slow down, child. Nope, that's not what I want. That's what I want. All right, here. Slow down.
What do you know, Mom?
Slow down. You drink too fast.
Mm-hmm. All right, 3, 2, 1, go!
Go. One, go.
I forgot we were sprinting. That really surprised me.
I got you that time.
It didn't. Excuse me, hold on.
I'm
I
really
moved
mad.
outside. 'Cause inside-
I'm really mad because I bought a game on my tablet yesterday, and it was $5.99, and it won't even
What?
load at all. And I tried to undownload it and then re-download it to see if that would fix it, and it still says that it's on my tablet even though I deleted the application. So now it won't let me re-download it or open it because it's not downloaded.
Rude.
So yeah, I feel like I should call Amazon and be like, "Excuse me, I want a refund."
Eva said she's gonna spill your diamonds.
Oh, shoot. Oh, Jesus. You better knock it off, child. Right now. Stop. Alright, hold on a second. I'm going to take her to her room.
In the meantime, hey Eva, and you did not miss it. Bex. Oh, and Kat's here too. Hello, everybody. All the peoples.
I lost my bobby pin forever.
Oh dear. Yeah, the scenery behind you looks remarkably like Michigan.
Right? He's in the sky. It's a Michigan sky.
Yeah, it's dark out right now.
It's still nicer outside than it is in my house.
True.
Soon, I will have my office back. And I can get the furniture where it's supposed to be.
Always a good thing.
My whole house feels like it's been turned inside out and like sideways. I don't like it. What was big bad?
Thank you, Eva, for paying attention to that because I would have been really upset if they had spilled on the floor. Because, one, I wouldn't be able to fix the picture. Two, I would have had to clean them all up. So.
And Bex, you actually wouldn't have missed it, but we started an hour early.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we started early because I needed some distractions in my life because of the wildfires that might be having me evacuate my town. Oh, speaking of which, let me check if there's any new notices. There are not any new notices.
No new news. New news.
New news. Yeah, nothing. Just the same one that was from this morning. Yeah, the notice for this today was 7:15 a.m. and it's 2:17 a.m. Yeah, it's 2:17 a.m. It's 2:17 p.m. now. So the people were told at 7:15 that they needed to get the f out of their houses.
I am having throat issues right now.
Yeah. So there is for those of you who were not here at the beginning, there is a wildfire about a 30-minute drive away from where I live currently that is moving towards me. They haven't put out an evacuation notice for my town yet, but it's like so smoky outside. It's like really, really dark yellow now. Jeez. I don't know if you can see that there's a kind of like a yellowish glow coming in through the window. It's because of all the smoke in the air. Yeah, I have my suitcase and then a duffel bag that has Jordan's clothes and then some things that I definitely don't want to get destroyed, like my laptop and my book-related things, etc. And Jordan should be getting home any moment now. So if they do come in with an evacuation notice,
And
then
you
we
can put
can
the stuff in the
hop in the car
car
and go.
just right when he gets home because the so it's
Yeah,
already
just to
in
be
there.
safe. And it's like super, super smoky outside, so I am also melting because I have to have all the windows
Don't forget
closed.
chargers.
Oh, yeah, don't forget chargers. Yeah, so I've got my laptop and its charger, and then I have a couple of things sitting in front of me that I'm gonna put in there when the time comes to it. And then I have you know those like plastic drawer things that you can like just get at Walmart for quick organization. So I have one of those that I use for like organizing like files and important papers and stuff. And I have one drawer in particular that's got all my important stuff in it. So I just need to grab that drawer and take it to the car. I don't have to go through it because it's got anything that's important that would be really hard to replace, like the title for my car, or my birth certificate, or Noelle's birth certificate, or a social security card, etc. So
Well, she can't go anywhere right now because Jordan has the car.
yeah, he should be getting home any moment now. There is no evacuation notice for my area yet. There's the closest one to me is here. I can pull up the map again. Okay, so the closest one to me is the furthest. The closest to me is this town right here, which is 23-minute drive. It's 12.8 miles. The fire has not reached this town yet, but that they put out the evacuation notice for this town this morning. So the fire is somewhere over here, and this town right here, all through here, and then down this highway right here is all got a level 3 evacuation notice, and I live right here. So yeah, that is where I'm at currently with all of this, and I keep regularly checking the emergency alerts on my county's website, and that's the newest one they have is the one that ends at those towns. So
From what you're saying, I would think going south might be the best choice.
that's what I thought too, but apparently there's another fire south of me.
Holy crap. So, like, in all four directions.
Yeah, so there's massive fires in Northern California. Um, there's a few fires in Southern Oregon area apparently. There's fires in Washington, like all over Washington. Then there's another one on the coast. Here, you know what? Let me pull the map back up and then I can show you what I mean. No, that's not what I wanted. Okay, so here's where I live. These golden stars. This is like right here where it says Kaiser. This is where I live. So there's a fire right here. There's a fire right here. There's another fire down here somewhere, and then all up here there's fires up in Washington. So where the hell am I supposed to go? Like, I was telling Jordan, like, if it gets bad enough, like, where they're gonna not be able to control the fires for, like, you know, a long time, because that's usually, it takes some weeks to put out wildfires, that we should go to Utah, because there's no fires in Utah, and his parents live over there. I don't know how we would get there, though, because we'd have to come down, and go this way, or we'd have to go up and go this way, and we can't do that. Or, I mean, the fastest way would just go straight across here, but that's where the fire is. So, yeah, I'm kind of stuck. Sucks.
Hello, Ellie. Ellie says go visit her.
Oh, you live in Utah? Hey, if I go to Utah, I will come visit you. I will be going to Utah. Jordan's going to take 2 weeks vacation because he hasn't taken any vacation this year at all. He's going to take 2 weeks at the end of November, and we're going to go visit his family in Utah for a couple weeks. So maybe I can come visit you. His parents live in. His mom lives in West Jordan, and his dad lives in Saratoga Springs. So, if you live near either of those places.
Okay.
Yeah.
I want to know, Spence, how is it still so light there? Because it is late evening, and you're not very far away from me.
I'm really not, and I have no idea. Maybe it's just I'm wearing a white sweater and that washes me out. But
It just looks like it's so much lighter there.
I mean, for right now, it kind of is. It's pretty washed out, but it's. Oh, if you guys want to see something fun, that White House is where I grew up,
Nice.
and the house I'm living in now, my uncle lived in when I was growing up there.
I'm gonna see if I can pull up StreamYard on my phone so I can point, because I can't point this camera out the window. So I'm gonna pull StreamYard on my phone, and then
No, Eva and Devin, what I'm saying is that where I am, the sky is so dark it looks like late evening. It's seriously dark here.
I haven't looked at the weather in a while. Where I live, it doesn't get as much rain as the towns around me. We used to joke that there was a kid who was terrified of thunderstorms with enough magic to just push them away.
okay. I'm adding a second version of. Well, that's an echo.
Oh, that's creepy.
Jiminy Crickets. Hold on a second. That's what it looks like outside. It's like super windy, and you can't tell as much how yellow it is because the camera keeps color correcting it, but pretty intense.
Since your sister loves science, I'm sure she would love that. Invitations could say, add more greenery to a fancy scenery. Invitations? Not the paper kind. I'll send them through email, of course.
Earth kids, cyberspace needs your help. We must all grow up right.
Okay.
Motherboard, but space waste is everywhere.
I don't know if you guys can tell how yellow it is or anything, but it's pretty intense.
Because it was all yellow.
Dude,
Huh.
nabbit. Stupid headphones. I hate you.
Yeah, I don't know why it's so much darker for you than me. The radar is
Oh, sorry. I lost. Oh, there it is. I was trying to find the remote so I could turn the TV off, and I'm like, I lost the remote.
You packed it. Oops.
So, yeah, I don't know if you can tell how freaking. It looks straight up, it looks like a zombie apocalypse movie outside. Like, it's freaky. Like, how everything has, like, that yellow tone over it when you have, like, a scary movie like that. Yeah, that's what it looks like outside. And then it's also really windy, which is why we are in this place where we're at in the first place, because really strong winds brought the fire closer to me, as well as all the smoke from other fires. So. I have no class, but you have sass.
Find Rick.
Jordan said he was going to be home, getting off at 2, and his store is 5 minutes away from here. So why isn't he home yet? The car's not there yet.
What a butt.
Did he send you any messages?
No, I'm going to text him. My elbow is making fart noises on the desk.
Sure, blame it on the elbow.
It is my elbows.
Don't hear anything when you're doing that.
Yeah, so he skipped lunch today so that he could come home early because somebody's coming in to do the floors, to clean and wax the floors, and he has to be there while they're in the store, so he has to be back there at 9, and it takes 3 hours. So he's like, I'm gonna come home and sleep for a bit and then go back in at 9 and write the schedule for the next week. And I'm just sitting here like, how can you be thinking about waxing the floors at a time like this?
Because the wax will make the fire just skirt right over it. I see that pretty finger a lot. Wait a second.
Oh man, yeah. Jace gets the pretty finger often enough that he's familiar with it.
Wait a second.
Okay, so
Hello,
I tried to text
Catherine.
Jordan. And apparently I wasn't paying attention, and I just wrote, "When are you going?" And I looked, and I'm like, "Wait." And so second message, "To be home." Yeah, he's not. If he evacuates without an evacuation notice and he doesn't go to work tomorrow, he will get in big trouble. So
Mm-hmm.
we're waiting.
Capitalism.
We're waiting till an evacuation notice. That's why, like, this morning when I got up and everything was yellow outside, and I really found out where the closest evacuation notice was to me. I got up this morning and I, packed some clothes in the suitcase, and I packed some more clothes for Jordan in that duffel bag, and then the rest of the duffel bag is for, like, electronics, etc. And then as soon as an evacuation notice comes, then we can just, like, hop in the car and get out of here. Oh, do I hear his voice? No, I'm crazy. I don't hear his voice. I swear.
Okay. I was wondering what you were saying, Bex. I was.
You need help climbing out of the gutter.
Your first line had me shiver with anticipation.
Patient. You're too impatient for me to wait for you. He never leaves the gutter. That's about right.
But maybe the rain
So,
isn't all to blame.
Jace got the opportunity to meet one of my best friends that came over and visited me a while ago, and like we were just talking about our life in high school, etc. And he's like, and they think I'm the one that's dirty, but like, my God, because I was a very scandalous teenager, like very, very scandalous.
I was a very square child, but just because I'm boring.
Oh, I think the door just opened, so he's home now. Okay. Well, it's been almost 2.5 hours. Do you want to say goodbye?
Okay.
I'll be right down.
Okay. I am
Alright.
Jason Maxwell, author of adult urban fantasy. I am an editor for Rose City Editing, and I stream on my channel on Saturday afternoons at 4 Eastern.
What about your game?
play on Sako's channel on Saturday mornings at 9 a.m. Eastern, but I'm not sure about this week because of the author retreat. So I don't know. I'm not really advertising it this week because I don't know if we're playing.
I
I
don't
think I
have an
missed the whole
outro.
thing. I'm sorry. I think Jordan went to the store because just now it sounded like he was putting some groceries away. You don't have an outro? You don't have anything to say?
Well, I uploaded a video today.
Woo!
Woo!
Watch it because apparently the audio is trash.
Oh, darn.
Because I've like whispered the whole time. So I'm like, I don't like filming with my face. I'll just whisper like this. And but I do. It's a video about my birthday, which was last Friday, and I did.
Happy birthday.
I wrote. I didn't write. I filled the last 9 pages in my sketchbook. So I do a sketch of like Dana's Malamute in there at one point, which
Cool.
is we were excited about that.
So you want to know what's funny, Bex, about you saying he got game like that? In Sako's game, my character is supposed to be really, really seductive, and every single time I've rolled to seduce somebody, it's come up epic failure. So he's supposed to have game, but he has no game.
That's pretty funny, though. All right, I guess it's my turn to do an outro. Hello, everybody. My name is Meadow Lamro. I write new adult urban fantasy, mystery, and LGBTQ plus fiction. I stream on Tuesdays, usually at 4 p.m. Eastern, but today we did it an hour early because I needed to distract my brain from the stress that's going on in my life at the moment. And I appreciate everybody for being here early and for distracting me. I assume, Jace, you said that you're one half, so I'm the other half of Rose City Editing.
Yes.
And if you want to hire us, you can contact us at rosecityeditingllc@gmail.com or at Rose City Editing on Twitter and Instagram. Or we have a website. It is just a placeholder for the time being while the main site is still under development, but it is rosecityediting.wixsite.com/mysite, which I can actually put in the chat if anybody wants to click on it.
Devin says, Haley is awesome. That's her outro.
True story. That is the website. I just put the link in there for. I think that's all I have to say. I don't have anything special coming up. I will I'll keep you guys posted. I'll post on Facebook probably if anything does happen that I have to evacuate, because I probably wouldn't be able to stream next week or Saturday or anything like that.
Right.
If that happens. So I will keep you guys posted so you don't have to be waiting and wondering. If you don't hear anything from me, then that's probably a good thing. So, all right, I think that's all I have to say. And I am going to end the broadcast and go talk to Jordan downstairs.
All right.
Good
Bye.